Get on the ground, let's have a little bit of an eye level view of it all. So Derbyshire Guru told me about Manton near Chesterfield, where there's a big solar farm, so you can see it from the sky on Google. Now I'm not sure if this is multiple or just one solar farm at Manton. It's a bit hard to know whether there's multiple around, but it just shows you the damage it does to our countryside. But whatever solar farms at Manton itself, the one I'm going to show you in a moment is actually twice the size. It's 300 acres. Now, we've lost the battle with Common Farm because I objected to it, but there wasn't a big enough public outcry. But people need to understand Whitestone, going all the way from Doncaster to Kilmarsh. It's 2.6 thousand acre solar farm. It's been reduced by 25% from 3.5 thousand acres. It's going to come alongside this farm at Brampton Straight Mile, so I think it's going to be on the left side of Brampton Straight Mile as well as on the right side of it. So who's behind it? This is where artificial intelligence comes in quite good. OnPath, originally called Banks Renewable, a British company, bought out by Brookfields Asset Management, Canadian asset management company. The chairman, whether he's still the current chairman, is Mark Carney, the ex-Bank of England, now the PM of Canada. So Great British Energy, I thought it was going to be a British company, but we've got foreign companies actually doing all this, and the ones who will be making the most of the profit out of it and driving up costs. So let's actually have a look at the actual map of the site. So you've got Common Farm there, and that's going to stay right in the middle of all of this lot, so I don't know what impact they'll have on the health being stuck in the middle of all this lot. Up here I think you've got the battery farm up here. Down here is Todwick Road, so I'll take you in that corner, take you that corner, I'll take you this corner along Common Road, and then Brampton Straight Mile will show you the entryway. They're building the actual driveway into it just here. The battery plant's just there. So this is the outline of it all. And we'll just go down to the facts to start with, the key facts. Power 18,800 ohms, 50 million watts, saying 116 hectares, which is nearly 300 acres. Why don't they say 300 acres? Because that's what we all understand better. 40 years in operation, 20 months to construct. I think I've seen them already constructing it for the last 12 months, so I don't know if it's another 8 months. Panel height 3.4 metres. And then this map is showing you the access way in, which I'm going to show you up Brampton Straight Mile. There you've got the farm. So the farm, there's a bit of a clear way around it, but then this will be all solar field all the way around it. So let's go on to Google Maps. So there's Todwick Road, so I take you on that corner where Animal Sanctuary is. Then there's the junction. This is Common Road. I'll take you up Common Road. Then we're at the Fisheries Place, start of Brampton Straight Mile. Then I'll take you to where they're putting the road in. So Brampton Straight Mile goes up from down there to about there, 1 mile. And the field I think comes up to about there. So it's, you know, it's about half a mile I reckon. But just on a lighter side, my dad said, why don't they actually put a runway from down here right up to here, and we could have Sheffield Airport here, because it'd be well over 1,500 metres. It'd be bigger than London City, wouldn't it? So this would be an absolute ideal spot for Sheffield Airport. But that's by the by really. But let's just have a look at the outline. So I start at that corner, come down to there, up to there, up to there, round to there, round there, down here and round here, and then it's down there. So here we are outside Dunbury Animal Sanctuary. I've got to give you some pointers from above. I'm going to show you this side along Todwick Road. That takes you out to junction 31 on the motorway. That takes you back into Greenbelt. I thought it was best to show it you on the ground. So this is the bottom line, and you see wooden posts in the ground at various intervals. Because previously they've stuck electrical wiring in trenches down here. I saw them doing it, then they seemed to all stop. Contacted the actual company because I thought it had been canned, and they said it was all carrying on. So this is the bottom south side, that's the east side over there, that big edge, and then you can see in the middle of it a farmhouse. Just there, beautiful farmhouse, and it's going to be stuck right in the middle of it all. So I've come to refilm it because I thought this was going to be outside it, but it isn't, it's actually inside it. So there'll be a little bit of an area around the farmhouse, but the rest of it, right across to those trees, with solar panels right down to here. So let's go to the next corner on the south side. So this is the south boundary all along Todwick Road, right up to those trees at the bottom, and then we'll go along this next side, call this the west side. You can just see it, you can see some poles in the ground, just there. So like there's all trenches dug with all the electrical stuff, but I just can't believe it with this beautiful farmhouse being pretty much in the middle of it all. It looks like a beautiful farmhouse, that. I'm not sure what impact it'll have on your health with all this lot surrounding you. Look at the sky as well, what's going off here. It's really humid, so not great for solar panels, is it? So you can see the sign for Todwick Road. We're going to turn off just here. So we're now on Common Road, which is the west side, or the southwest. So if I went in the opposite direction, I go down Common Road to where the Magilla Recycling Centre is, but I'm going to go right up here to where we hit Brampton Straight Mile, which they call Long Road on the map. So we've now come all the way from Todwick Road. It's a good half a mile from that junction on Todwick Road. Just here we're at the Straight Mile fishery, and when I turn round, this is Brampton Straight Mile, a mile long. Now there's claims that this was a Roman road. I don't know if it's true or not, or whether it's just because it's straight, so people are calling it a Roman road. If anybody knows anything more about that, please shout up. So most people would have been oblivious to this until these lights came into effect. So we're about a third of the mile up Brampton Straight Mile now, from that corner which I just stopped at with the fishery. So you can now see the work they're doing on here. But it goes about half a mile up Brampton Straight Mile, and what I'll do is I'll just show you the top side of it and the north side of it. So the north side of it is where you start to see the more green field up there. So it's about half a mile up the Brampton Straight Mile, but you can see this road they're now building into it. So this road don't come in right at the top, it comes in part of the way down. I've never seen so many guys working on it or watching other people work on it, and they haven't done much work. Seems to be too many people actually overseeing the work going ahead. But over there, if you want to get your bearings, is beautiful All Saints Church at Lawton on Lamortham. So the east boundary is over there, across there. So one of the issues is we're only about 60% food efficient. We've had about 10 million plus migrants coming since '98, so there's a big issue we're building on our Greenbelt as it is without actually building solar farms all over our Greenbelt. But we don't know what actual impact it'll actually have on wildlife. They'll be compacting the ground down as well, which will cause other issues with flooding and things like that. But it's a real travesty what's going off. Now, I did speak to one of the guys and he said he'd been putting the solar farms in, and the concrete pads, he said, are so deep with concrete they have to pour ton after ton of concrete into the actual foundations of these wind turbines. But these are going to last 40 years. So what's going to happen after 40 years? Are these companies going to go bankrupt before the end of it? Are they going to fold the companies and then us end up paying for them? But the thing is, we haven't just got the pollution in manufacturing solar panels, we've also got the pollution in actually getting rid of them. But that's somebody else's problem, isn't it, in 40 years' time? But my other concern is this a land grab. You put these solar farms all over the place, and after 40 years you then claim this land to build houses or warehouses on. Like I said, we're only 50% food efficient, 60% food efficient. Could be dropping all the time with all the extra migrants in the country. And we need to get actual food production up, make it 100%, because I mean Holland can do it in a much smaller country. But when we're taking away this is a breathing space for you and me, and it ain't great. So what's other people's views on it? It's not really net zero, we're just basically concreting our fields over, aren't we? I think we should have waited for a better energy. I think we should have burnt coal cleanly. We could have used underground robotic equipment to get coal out, keep guys out from underground wherever possible, burnt coal cleanly, and then come up with a decent green solution that doesn't create this kind of pollution. I mean, I think hydrogen and water technology, I think some guy did invent a water car and then he mysteriously died. He had a drink of some fruit juice when he was discussing it with investors, ran out of the place and collapsed and said, I've been poisoned. So you can make your mind up on that, whether it was a true discovery of a water powered car or not. But to me, I think one of the Japanese companies are developing water powered cars now. So you can see the security guy over there getting a little bit itchy. These security guys, they all seem to be non-indigenous as well, don't they? So when you have a conversation with them, it gets a bit awkward. They don't fully understand what you're saying. But that's it. I thought I'd get a view on the ground for you and just show you what a beautiful country we're actually losing. But if you carry on up here, I go through Ully, Treaton, Catcliffe and down the parkway into Sheffield. In lockdown it was taking me about 20 minutes. So it's going to destroy the journey to Sheffield, seeing a complete field full of solar panels. They probably hide it behind screening, won't they? But it doesn't take away the feeling, does it? So that's it really. Comment on it, please. What do you think? It's not really green, is it? And net zero seems to be doing more harm than good. It seems to be about control, and it seems to be about making more money, because our energy now is or electricity is 400% more expensive than the actual Americans. So over and out from Common Farm Solar Field.